Yes, we're here to talk about Amar Singh Chamkila, also known as the Elvis Presley of Punjab. बातें तो बहुत होने वाली है, and मैं क्या बताऊं चमकीला के बारे में. He was the highest record-selling artist of Punjab. चमकीला की जो गायकी इतनी मशहूर थी, and you must listen to this piece of trivia very carefully. उनकी गायकी जो थी ना इतनी मशहूर थी that out of 365 days, yes, 365 दिनों में से 400, मतलब 365 दिनों में ऐसे टाइम होते थे कि वो 400 तक शोज कर लेते थे. हम तो यहाँ खड़े हैं, एक शो करेंगे, फिर 15 दिन बाद एक और शो करेंगे जहाँ आपसे मुलाकात होगी. बट यस, इमेजिन द मैन, 365 डेज 400 शोज तक किए हैं उन्होंने. इनफैक्ट कुछ लोग तो अपनी शादी की डेट चमकीला की अवेलेबिलिटी के हिसाब से फिक्स करते थे. नाउ व्हाट अ टाइम दैट वाज. ही वाज सच अ फोर्स दैट उनकी आवाज़, उनके अल्फाज, उनका अंदाज आज भी कायम है. लाइक दे से, आवाज कभी मरती नहीं. And with this, Netflix will see to it that उनकी कहानी, उनकी greatness पंजाब की गलियों से निकलकर पूरे देश को पता चले. Yes, and beyond. इसीलिए आज इस मंच पर राज करेगी पंजाबी मिट्टी की खुशबू, जिसे कोई रोक नहीं पाएगा. क्या बात है, जोरदार तालियां for our beautiful performers. Well, I have to say ये शुरुआत सिर्फ शानदार नहीं, सिर्फ धमाकेदार नहीं, उससे भी कहीं बढ़ के है. इसीलिए मैं इसको ना एक ही शब्द में डिस्क्राइब करूंगी. इनफैक्ट मैं आपको ये मौका दूंगी डिस्क्राइब करने का. ये शानदार है. You perform as well. Dhol, Gidda and the feel of Punjab. The power of Punjabi music is truly magical. And the magic of Amar Singh Chamkila is absolutely eternal. So now let's meet the visionary from Netflix, जिन्होंने चमकीला की चमक को पूरी दुनिया के सामने लाने का सोचा. Yes, you always need that one voice, that one mind to bring it forward. Like every story, apart from the makers, there's always one force. And this is the person I'm about to welcome on stage right away. Please welcome Director of Original Films, Netflix India, Ruchika Kapoor Sheikh.
Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Thank you for the wonderful playing. Amar Singh Chamkila, the Elvis of Punjab. He has the honor of having the highest record sold ever, and that maybe makes him one of the greatest musicians of our country. But that's not why we're telling his story, or that's not the only reason. In the 1980s, his songs were absolute guilty pleasures. People would say, he's too famous, he's too vulgar, he's too sensational, but he's too popular all at once. लोग कहते थे बड़े गंदे गंदे गाने गाता है. कुछ लोग खुल के गंदे गाने सुनते थे, कुछ लोग छुप के, लेकिन सुनते सब थे. Life was one big concert for him. Until at the age of 27, reality struck. Amar Singh Chamkila is probably the only musician who put his raw passion before everything else in his life, including himself. And just like him, we have a super passionate team behind this. Ace storyteller director Imtiaz Ali, with incredible original music by A.R. Rahman, voiced by Mohit Chauhan, penned by Irshad Kamil, starring the amazing Parineeti Chopra, and the OG GOAT, Diljit Dosanjh.
True story of Punjab's original, yes, OG rock star of the masses, who performed everywhere with his wife, yes, with his lovely wife, Amarjot, and who emerged from the shadows of poverty and rose to the heights of popularity in the 80s due to sheer power of storytelling through and in his music. सिर्फ 27 साल तक वो जिए और चमकीला के fearless attitude ने दुनिया को हिला दिया. और it will continue to do so through the power of cinema, which you will see now. And that's why each one of us needs to see it to believe it, that Amar Singh Chamkila jaisa koi nahi tha. और आज भी वो बुलंद हैं और ये सब वो कर पाए क्योंकि उनकी और उनकी बीवी अमरजोत की जोड़ी वाकई में अपने आप में एक मिसाल थी. It's such an important part of his life, and that's something that we're going to be talking about further. And आप सब ये सोच रहे हैं कि इतना बोल रही है but पीछे कुर्सियां लग गई हैं, वो बुला नहीं रही है. Yes, जा रही हूँ, बस एक सेकंड. तो चलिए बुलाते हैं उन्हें जिन्होंने अमर सिंह चमकीला और उनकी पत्नी अमरजोत की कहानी को दुनिया के को सुनाने की जिम्मेदारी उठाई. Please join me in welcoming on stage the powerhouse of talent, an actress who immerses herself in every character she portrays, making us laugh, cry, and cheer with her every time. And in my words, I'd always describe her as one of the most authentic and one of the most incredible actresses or actors we have in our times right now. And the man, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the man of the moment, in fact, the man of every moment, jo apni Awaaz, incredible acting, unmatchable wit, mind-blowing humor से पंजाब, इंडिया और पूरी दुनिया को अपना दीवाना बना रहे. Give it up for the amazing Parineeti Chopra and the one and only Dosanjh wala Diljit Dosanjh. So let's meet the maestro behind the magic, the legend whose compositions have just defined this film, not just defined this film, but have redefined the landscape of music time and again. Please join me in welcoming the heart of Amar Singh Chamkila's story, the incomparable, the legendary Oscar, Golden Globes, and Grammy Award winning music composer, Padma Bhushan, Mr. A.R. Rahman. And every tale, especially one as compelling as this, begins with a vision. So let's meet the man who has sculpted a narrative that's as enchanting as the melodies that underpin it. Chamkila ने अपनी life में जितनी risks उठाई हैं, अपनी storytelling के साथ उठाने वाले हैं. Yes, this man is the one who's going to be taking all the risks in telling you the story. अपनी film और किरदारों के ज़रिए दिल से बात करने वाले, the stellar Imtiaz. All right, and let's invite back on stage the fabulous Ruchika Kapoor Sheikh. We'd love for you to take your seats, please. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the stellar cast, and of course, the director, and then we have the lovely Ruchika, and of course, A.R. Rahman, sir, right here with us. We're going to be in conversation. I'm going to be asking them a few questions, hopefully answering all your questions through mine. So, are we ready? Imtiaz, if you, as a filmmaker, you can pick any story to make. At this point in your career, you've had so many, so many successful stories behind you that you have the opportunity of picking anyone and any story and any true story to tell. Why did you pick the story of Chamkila?
Good morning, everyone. Chamkila is that he was the entertainer of the masses. Those people that we often are unable to see, actually. So that was very fascinating, that how was this man talking in the language that the masses understand? We all want to learn that language as communicators. But this man knew it. People were crazy about him. People used to fix their weddings, as we were discussing, according to what date was available for him to perform. So I wanted to experience that kind of world and understand what is it that worked. Maybe I can import it in our own work. Firstly, that. Secondly, this enigmatic life of a musician who is very popular, challenges the norms of the society, and at the peak of his youth gets killed. has a very violent end. This happens everywhere in the world, unfortunately. And this also is a very enigmatic character. So I also wanted to enter into that mind space and, see what happens when Amarjot and Chamkila at 27, being so hugely popular, are also taking chances with their life and they ultimately have a violent end. I just wanted to get into that enigma.
Imtiaz, Ruchika, I'm going to come to you for a minute and ask you, what was it like? Like, what was it like in the Netflix boardroom? Wahan pe kya chal raha tha ki, okay, this is it. We're going to say yes to Chamkila because of this reason. I would love to be a fly on the wall at that point and tell me how it went.
I mean, I think the reason that we were very happy that we were a part of the film is sitting right next to me. I mean, all of them. I don't think we've ever watched a film that's got the brilliance of Imtiaz sir with the vibrance of Parineeti and the original. I think between Rahman sir and Diljit, we've pretty much got the entire country covered when it comes to their love for music. So I think just the expanse of this, the fact that I think this is the first time that there's been a biopic of a musician in our country. I think the early 60s, there was one, maybe Beju, before that in the 50s. And to think that we're a country where every film has wonderful songs and songs are a part of our storytelling. To be able to tell the story with them, we're just honored and we're just excited. And we are very humbly putting this out, not just to the entire country, but also to the whole world, because there couldn't have been a more riveting, locally anchored story like Chamkila, which celebrates his highs and also talks about the lows that I think very few people peek into in a film. So we're just excited, and I want to take this opportunity to say thank you, all of you, for giving us this film.
Well, I'm pretty sure they feel the same way because it takes a team. It really does. I mean, it's of course the four of them, and then there's you, and then there's everyone else who puts it together. Sir, I'm going to come to you. When I say sir, I mean you at all times, sir. I'm not calling Diljit or Imtiaz sir on this table at all. No Pari, sir. But so I'm going to come to you. 9 years after, it's been 9 years since the two of you worked together, you and Imtiaz?
Yeah.
And what is it about Imtiaz? Like, he calls you and you can't say no to him. No. So what does Imtiaz Ali say to you on that call?
I think certain directors, you lose the titles.
Sorry, say again?
You lose the titles like director, composer. You become like friends. You become like co-storytellers. I think Imtiaz is one of them. Of course, there's Mani Ratnam, Rakesh Mehra, and so many other. But then Imtiaz is like, we don't deal with, oh, give me a hit song. He never asks for all that stuff. I'll just listen to the story and say, can we have this? Can we have this? Can we have this? And he has certain things. So sometimes I give him something which is completely not suitable. He still has it in his kitty. And sometimes he comes up with, Irshad comes with beautiful lyrics and we start working on it. In this case, actually, the first question was, why me? Because the Chamkila ji he's already done the music, and it's about the music. What is our take on it was our discussion. And that actually led us to all the songs we've done.
You know, you've also mentioned a few times about interest, and you've also dabbled in different genres of Punjabi music, because even within Punjabi music, there are different genres. So what is it about this sound that fascinated you the most?
I think songs, each period has a taboo. And in this one, the more early it goes, the more naughty the songs were. And even in Tamil, in the 40s and 50s, had certain lyrics which we can't even use now. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, did you tell Imtiaz, no, this is not working? And did you ever have a moment, Imtiaz? I mean, you're an ace filmmaker, and I would imagine that between the two of you, would you ever have a moment saying, this is working, this is not working, this is the melody that works? What do you say when both of you are negotiating which track actually comes forward?
The first time that Rahman sir had sounded a piece of music to me, I was overwhelmed and I said, I'm relieved. Because suppose I didn't like it, I would not say to A.R. Rahman that I don't like it. Because
how do you tell somebody who's, A.R. Rahman?
I can find out from the face.
And I thank God that I like it because I'm safe. I'm on the safer side now, And so I told him that. He said, no, but you have a job and I have a job. we must do it also. So I don't know, with Rahman sir, it's like always a discovery. It's not about whether it's working or not. It's more like I can't even imagine where he takes me, even in storytelling, forget about music. So for us, it's more like a journey. It's not like, is this working or not?
For instance, and from Rockstar, Phir Se Ud Chala is there. But given that tune to anybody else, they would say, oh, it's very complicated. Let's not have this. He just patiently sat. He got the lyrics from Irshad, patiently sat with Mohit, recorded it. I said, I'm not going to come now. I came after 3 days and we listened to the song. That's what we have now. And not only Indians, even Goras, you go abroad, that's the song they vibe a lot.
Well, that's how magic happens. I feel a large part of it is trust and having similarities. Now, speaking of the other part of the magic that is happening on stage right now, and from where I see it and where all of you have seen it, Imtiaz, apart from you, the three leads in the film, there's Parineeti, you have Diljit Dosanjh, and you have A.R. Rahman. I mean, look at you, you did well. Aha. So now tell me, how did it come about?
The first person I spoke to was A.R. Rahman.
Why am I not surprised?
Then we were thinking about who will act in it. The first name that came was Diljit Paji's. But at that time, somehow we were thinking it won't happen, he won't do it. I don't know what was going on. I even remember talking to Angad. Angad also said, why don't you talk to Diljit?
Yeah, I'm hoping that now Diljit recommends Angad for another film.
So then, after some time, I spoke to Diljit. And I thought, pata nahi whether it will happen or not. But when I spoke to him, I thought I'll have a 5-minute conversation. We'll say that we'll fix up a time and then I'll tell you the story, etc. It became, Paji, one hour, aisa lamba gaya. And then the way, what happens with actors is that when you're telling the story to an actor, if you are liking it yourself, then that's the actor you want in the film. The way he listened to the story, I liked the story and I started getting more interested in it. I feel very clearly that without Diljit and without Parineeti, this film could not have been made. And I hope when you watch it, you realize why I say so. Also with Parineeti, she was #1 choice. Thankfully, when I met her, she said, I've been waiting for 5 years to do a film where I can sing. I said, this is such a film. She says, I'm on. I said, wow. And then we started realizing, यार इसकी शक्ल भी मिलती है थोड़ी बहुत अमरजोत से. फिर मैंने बोला एक बहुत आसान काम है, अपना समोसे, मलाई, चाट ये सारा खाना शुरू कर दो. You have to gain some 10 kilo weight. And then, but this is not any, like, no girl would have done it. No guy would have done it. It's very tough for an actor to put on that much weight. So thank you very much to both of you.
Pari, I'm going to come to you first.
I feel like Chamkila has ruined the experience of every other film that I'm ever going to do now. Because I've worked with the best director, the best co-star, the best music director, the best location. I've done a role that I don't think not only me, any actor can get, like to immortalize a person, a musician, a legend like Amarjot ji, to be able to sing myself, मतलब सब कुछ तो कर लिया. मुझे अब लगता है मैं अगली पिक्चर में क्या करूँगी. I really feel कि अब मेरी तो बैंड बज गई है, that what am I going to do next? Shooting Chamkila was like meditation. It was full of music, yet it was the most calm, silent, disciplined, beautiful, harmonious set. Usually हम set पे होते होते ये कर रहे वो कर रहे लाइट नीचे कर रहे ये कर रहे लाइट जा रहा है जल्दी करो like this is the sound you're used to on set. But here was the captain of the ship, who you can see is the most calm, meditative spirit. Same for Diljit. And same for me. I meditate early in the morning. हम लोग सुबह 6-7 बजे set पे पहुंचते थे. 5-6 बजे तक shooting हो जाती थी. So at the end of the day, you just feel fulfilled. You feel like आप किसी, गुरुद्वारा में बैठ के आई हूँ मैं बड़े घंटे. I used to feel like that. So it was beautiful. I think मैंने कुछ तो जिंदगी में सही किया होगा कि sir gave me a film.
I now need to talk to someone who I feel like wherever he goes, there's a tremor. Like there's a geographical movement that happens. And I love the way he's not acknowledging it right now. I'm talking about you, Diljit. He's looking away like, what are you talking about? See, this is what I mean. More importantly, Diljit, where you are right now as a global rock star, as a musician, to be playing the character of Chamkila with a crew like this, like, whether it's A.R. Rahman sir, whether it's Netflix, Imtiaz Ali, Parineeti, with a crew like this. Tell me about your experience to like actually live the fact that you're such a global rock star and playing a musician in a film as a lead like Chamkila, because you're also deep-rooted like he was.
Yes, 100%. Like Chamkila, कितनी देर से हम सुन रहे हैं. एज एन म्यूजिशियन मुझे लगता है कि पंजाब में या पंजाब से बाहर भी जितने भी म्यूजिशियंस हैं वो अभी भी चमकीला को फॉलो करते हैं, अभी भी उसकी कॉम्पोजिशन को फॉलो करते हैं. वो लिरिक्स की चॉइस को आप साइड पे रख दें, लेकिन जैसे वो गाने कंपोज करता था वो एक साइंटिस्ट लेवल की बात है. वो आज तक लोग उसको एक एक लाइन पे गाना बन रहा है. वो कैसे बना गया, वो कैसे उसने वो डायमेंशन ओपन की, कैसे वो डाउनलोड की उसने वो कंपोजिशंस, तो वो तो हमें नहीं पता, लेकिन वो उसको आ रहा था और हम आज तक उसको फॉलो करते हैं. और जब हमें पता चला कि इम्तियाज सर फिल्म बना रहे हैं चमकीले पे, ये न्यूज़ तो बड़ी देर पहले आउट हो गई थी लेकिन बनी नहीं थी पिक्चर.
Yes, that is correct.
तो हमें लगा था कि यार ये शायद नहीं बना पाएंगे क्योंकि गाने तो पंजाबी में हैं, ये लोग कैसे, चमकीला तो हिंदी में बन नहीं सकता. लेकिन जो ये टेक इम्तियाज सर लेकर आए कि चमकीले ने स्टेज पे लोगों के लिए गाने गाए, लेकिन उसके अपनी स्टोरी क्या थी, उसके अपने क्या गाने हो सकते हैं, उसकी अपनी कहानी क्या हो सकती है, इस नज़रिए से हमने नहीं सोचा था. और उसके बाद जब पता चला ए आर रहमान सर म्यूजिक कर रहे हैं फिल्म का, तो मतलब इससे बड़ी बात हमारे लिए नहीं हो सकती थी. नेटफ्लिक्स पे फिल्म आ रही है, इससे बड़ी बात हमारे लिए नहीं हो सकती थी. परिणीति जी ने इतना प्यारा गाया फिल्म में, जब आप फिल्म देखोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि इन्होंने कितनी मेहनत की है. अमरजोत को गाना चमकीले से भी टफ है क्योंकि उसके नोट और भी हाई थे, चमकीले से भी हाई थे. तो इन्होंने बहुत मेहनत की है फिल्म में और हम सब बहुत खुश हैं कि ये नेटफ्लिक्स पे आ रही है फिल्म. और आई होप कि चमकीला अगर सुन रहा है तो वो भी अगर संतुष्ट हो कि हमने जो काम किया है अगर उसको भी अच्छा लगे तो फिर सारा कुछ ठीक है.
और बिल्कुल लगेगा. I want to go back to the question, जब इम्तियाज जी ने कहा था ना कि वो जो 1 घंटे की जो नरेशन दी थी, at what point did you think कि मैं ये फिल्म जरूर करूंगा? 1 घंटे के पहले कि जिस दिन इम्तियाज का फोन आया, कि बाद में आपने जवाब दिया?
नहीं, मैं तो रेडी था ही.
अच्छा.
हाँ, मैं तो रेडी था क्योंकि ये इम्तियाज सर के साथ फिल्म करना मेरे हिस्से में नहीं आना था, ना ही मेरे ये सपने में था कभी. ये चमकीले की वजह से ही हुआ, इसका क्रेडिट भी चमकीले को ही जाता है. ये कहानी नहीं होती तो शायद मैं कभी भी इम्तियाज सर की फिल्म का हीरो नहीं होता.
No, but this is a start, right, Imtiaz? Yes.
So ये चमकीले की वजह से हुआ है.